Hopefully others who hear this, who might be going through the same thing, would be encouraged by your story. So,
Well, I hope so. And if I could say something to those who may go through those experiences, one of the most dangerous things that I think you can see develop in the heart of a pastor, but really in the heart of any believer, is cynicism, resentment, and unrighteous anger, frustration. There needs to be a burden on our hearts when we see seemingly true believers, sincere believers who love the Lord, leaving a congregation of the Lord's people for doctrinal reasons. Now, in many cases, you may say, maybe it's for the best. I mean, maybe their presence would have been disruptive. Maybe it would have been divisive. Maybe it was an inevitable separation.
right.
But we need to grieve over that. We need to love the people whom Christ has loved. We need to be willing to lay down our lives to serve the people whom Christ died to redeem. And so without, it's easy to be an angry, aggressive young Calvinist. It is easy to come in so full of vim and vigor, so convinced that you've got, a corner on the truth market, and just start lobbing doctrinal hand grenades. And again, I mean, you know me well enough, brother, to know that I think doctrine is super important. I'm really committed to, I think, a very robust treatment of the Word, and we're very committed to that here. But at the same time, we have to remember to love people.
Yes.
And we have to remember to meet people where they are. That doesn't mean that we're always going to be able to maintain fellowship in a local congregation. But as much as possible, we want to try to maintain relationships. We want to have relationships of love. We've had people who have left our church who were credo-baptistic in their convictions, and they just couldn't get past, the fact that we were now baptizing infants. And in those cases, we've tried to maintain good relationships, to give them, letters of standing, our heartfelt recommendation to other faithful gospel-preaching churches, and tried to maintain as much as possible good relationships. And I realize that sometimes it's not possible, but we need to endeavor to do that, and remember that it's not just about being right about the issues, it's also about being right in our attitudes toward one another and trying to love each other. I know I have not done that well many times in my life, especially over the last 2 decades, but it's something that I think we need to be committed to, and that I want to do better than I have.